Alright, so our interests are the tops of these axes track. So just line up your ruler, then connect the tops of the axe. So you can try by drawing a faint line just to see if it's passing on top. Once you've confirmed, so you now draw a faint line inside the shape of the trapezium. The line should be dark, but outside it should be faint, as you can see. So there it should be dark, then outside faint. Then we're going to label the question. This is question C, Roman numeral 1. So we're going to say C, Roman numeral 1, 6 centimeters. So this is 6 centimeters from QR. Next one says equidistant from PS and RS. PS and RS. PS is a line. PS. RS is also a line. So in other words, you're trying to bisect where these two lines are meeting, they are forming an angle. So you're trying to bisect this angle. So to bisect this angle, we are going to go to the common point. Which point is common here? S is there, S is there also. So meaning S is common. So you're going to go to S. Okay? You open to a reasonable radius, you stand on S, and then you strike an arc on point on line SR or PS. You also strike another arc on line SR. Okay, and then you can open to slightly more than what you had. You stand on the new point where the arc was passing. Then you strike another arc in the center, a faint arc. Without changing the radius, you go to the other point. Okay, remember we struck the two arcs at first. And then simply cross that one. There is no need for you to strike a bigger arc. Just cross that earlier arc you struck. And then while these two arcs are meeting, that's your point of interest. You make a dot there. Then you get your ruler. You're now going to connect the common point where you started from, point S, to the new point. Okay, so you put the pencil in that hole, confirm, and so this line is supposed to be faint outside the shape. So inside the shape, we're going to make it dark, like that. Okay, outside the shape, it should be faint, and then we indicate this is question C, Roman numeral 2, this line. Okay, we are done. Now we go to the next part of the question, which says a point M within quadrilateral PQRS, it is inside the quadrilateral, is such that it is 6 centimeters from QR. Where is 6 centimeters from QR? This is 6 centimeters from QR. So since it's inside the shape, we are just considering this part of the line. From there to there, it is inside. So this point is 6 centimeters, meaning it is lying on this line. Okay, what else? 6 centimeters from QR and equidistant from PS and RS. Equidistant line from PS and RS is this one. So where this line and this line are meeting, this is where our point M is. So you simply put a dot there, then you indicate to say this is point M. We now come to the last part of the question where it says another point N within quadrilateral PQRS is such that it is less than or equal to 6 centimeters from QR. Less than or equal to means down here up to the line. Less than or equal to, meaning it is reaching there, but it is less than or equal to, meaning down here. This part is greater than 6 centimeters from QR. Coming down, it's less than or equal to 6 centimeters from QR. So we've determined that. We continue reading. And nearer to PS than RS. Where is the line demarcating or bisecting PS and RS? This is the line. Okay. So this is the region for PS. This is the region for SR. Okay. This is PS, SR. So it is nearer to PS than SR. So meaning it is in this region. So the region we're looking for is going to be this one because it is less than or equal to 6 centimeters from QR and it is nearer to PS than SR. So this is the region. So now at this point, you're going to get your ruler and then you start drawing these lines. So I like drawing from here. So you shade the whole region. So make sure you are neat as you are shading. Don't be too quick and don't use free hands, use instruments. So this is the region we're looking for, and the question is done. So this is a very simple question. You just need to practice, practice, and practice. So make sure the lines are also not going beyond the region, the required region. As you can see, just within the required region. Okay, we can put one last one here. So what is the point? The point is n. So you can actually write our n in that region. So this is our final question. So we just need to make sure that as you are doing this question, all unnecessary lines and arcs are faint compared to the final drawing. You can see how the drawing has come out. The unnecessary lines, they are all faint. Okay, it's only the main drawing that is visible, like it is dark. So otherwise, this is how you answer this question. Yeah, so we continue solving. This is actually the second last question. Okay, we are remaining with one more question for us to finish section A 2024 internal paper 2 mathematics paper. Right, so in the next video I'll be sharing the solution to the last question in section A. Once we're done with that one, we now go to 2023. We'll also do section A for that one. From 2023 we go to 2022 until we get to 2021, and then we are now going to shift to section B. So otherwise, that is that. If you found this video useful or helpful, please make sure you give it a like. And if you'd like to see more of such content and you are not subscribed or you are not following the platform from which you are watching these videos, be sure to do the needful so that whenever I share more of this content, it will be popping up in your newsfeed. And if you know anyone who can benefit from these videos, make sure you invite them over so that they can also be able to learn. Otherwise, this is all I had for you in this session. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.